Hey everybody, welcome to Big Boys Toys Productions. I'm James. This channel is dedicated to fun as well as to helping folks out with DIY projects and hopefully some tips occasionally on being in a wheelchair, having a spinal cord injury. Today, however, is all about the fun and fulfilling a childhood dream. So let's do this. So I dressed for today's special occasion, and I placed the camera for this special occasion with Batuu right here. So you might have some idea of what today's special occasion is. Here's the shirt, and you may not be able to see them, but the pants are also Millennium Falcon apartment pants. For those of you who are fans of Friends, you'll get that reference. Today, the dream that's being fulfilled is a large Millennium Falcon. I've always wanted one of the big Millennium Falcons, and big's a relative term, I guess, but the, over 2 feet long kind of Millennium Falcons. There have been several models built of it over the years. Lately, the Bandai Perfect Grade, the D'Agostini model, and I can build models, but I'm not great at it, and I'm certainly not good at painting them to make them look great. So I didn't go the model route. And Legos are fun, but they're Legos. And it's like they're supposed to be taken apart and put back together. That's the fun of Legos. So that kind of leaves me only with the various Hasbro models in the past. And they're not models, they're play sets, really. And recently, a new Millennium Falcon was released, and it is based on the Smuggler's Run ride at Galaxy's Edge. And of course, some of you who follow the channel will know that I just got back from our Disney moon. Karis and I had our honeymoon at Disney World, and rode Smuggler's Run, and it was amazing. And so I saw this online. I've actually seen some unboxing, and so I ordered my own. So I finally, after years and years and 2 failed attempts that cost me $1,500 to fulfill this fantasy in the past, or fulfill this dream in the past, I finally have my Millennium Falcon. So we're gonna do an unboxing here in just a minute. If you'd like to hear about the stories of $1,500 lost on Millennium Falcons, stay till the end. I'll share those depressing stories with you. But now, let's go unbox this thing and talk about just how awesome it is. Karis is gonna help me, so you get to see her enjoying the unboxing process too. Stay tuned. So before we take a look at the new Kenner Smuggler's Run Millennium Falcon, I'll just show you a few of the Falcons that I have collected over the years. This is one of my favorites right here, the little air hog flying Millennium Falcon. The lights come on, and then of course you get to fly it around. So that's a great one. I've got a couple of metal ones over here that were gifts that my lovely wife Karis built for me. She didn't give them to me. Some other people gave them to me, but she put them together. So that was kind of fun. Then of course you see the Lando Calrissian Millennium Falcon walkie-talkie, and there's the other handset. And then I've got a little Micro Machine Millennium Falcon right here. And then several other little Star Wars collectibles. I've got the X-Wing plus the Death Star. The Death Star hovers, and you shoot at it with the X-Wing, and then it drops down to the ground, then jumps back up. It's really cool. We've got a TIE Fighter, and we've got the Imperial Star Destroyer. Now, the one I didn't get that might be my favorite Millennium Falcon of all, but I didn't have the money to buy it at the time I saw it, and then I never saw it again, was the large version of the Air Hog remote control Millennium Falcon. It was, I think I saw it at Target. It was really big and really expensive. Oh, and I've got a boxed Micro Machine Millennium Falcon in there too. I forgot about that one. And then over here we have BB-8 right there. Actually, that's BB-19 is her name. It's a she. She is BB-19. Karis built her at Disney, Galaxy's Edge. We've got another BB-8 over here, and a BB-9E, and a little DO, and my hilt for my lightsaber. Oh, there it is. But before we get to that, this is the Millennium Falcon popcorn holder that you can get over at, it's actually not in Galaxy's Edge. You have to go to one of the other popcorn stands in Disney Hollywood Studios. So it's kind of cool. It's got the strap on it so you can hold it. Where the engine cover is, that opens up. That's where they put the popcorn, and the engine lights come on. But here's the real reason we're here. Smuggler's Run, Millennium Falcon. I'm going to get up close and personal with it and turn on some of the sounds for you. So here it is with all the cockpit open, the ramp is down, and the upper panels are off, obviously. Right here, you have 3 projectiles that shoot, 3 torpedoes, I guess. And the middle one, when you push it, it will make a noise. You've got the bottom 2 pieces of the gun will pop out, they shoot, and that makes noise. You've got 2 buttons over here behind the dish that make sounds. You've got one right here on top of the cockpit that makes some sounds. Here's kind of a hidden button right there. Right there. That's to lower the ramp so that you can get your action figures up and down. Then there's 3 buttons right here that make some different sounds. And of course the lights on the front come on. And of course the lights in the back come on too. And the cockpit lights come on. There's 2 yellow cockpit lights that light up when you push the button behind the cockpit. And when you first open the ramp, there's 2 lights that shine down on the ground from the Millennium Falcon. So let's check out some sounds. Oh, of course we've got Chewie in the cockpit, driving, flying in this case, I suppose. We got the Han Solo in the Stormtrooper outfit. We got all the Porgs hanging out. And of course we got Hondo Ohnaka.
Now let's go get that coaxium.
Obviously, I've got it switched over to the Galaxy's Edge Smuggler's Run sounds right now.
Evasive maneuvers!
It's pretty loud too. I'm not sure how many voices Hondo makes or how many different lines he says. Haven't figured that out yet. It's not as many as Han though. Han has more lines, it seems like.
All right, damage report. Weapons are online. Those TIE fighters must have followed us back to Batuu. All right, access the emergency power supply. Evasive action! Make the jump to light speed.
Lights up the holographic chess table when you push that button.
Hey, we are on a timetable here. Chewbacca, what is the holdup?
Oh, I see that Luke's little practice ball has fallen off. It's right there, and it normally connects right to that little tab. And then there's a knob around on the side right over here that you can, that you turn, and it turns the radar dish and the practice ball.
Oh, wait, my friends. I'm afraid we have picked up a hitchhiker. Off, scan the exterior of the Falcon for light bulbs.
You've even got the gunner's position right there.
Things are getting too hot. We've got to get out of here. What do you mean, system failure? Faulty hyperdrive. Well, that's not good.
Got a little storage spot back here. You've got one right here. That panel pops up. And then you can see that panel over there pops up too.
First order scum.
Now I'm going to switch over to the traditional sounds. And now we'll hear Han and...
It may not look like much, but you got it where it counts, kid.
Chewie, get us out of here!
What's it flashing? We're losing our deflector shield. Don't strap yourselves in. I'm going to make the jump to light speed. You're all clear, kid.
Let's pull this thing and go home. Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
Come on! Switch over. Let's hope we don't have a burnout. It may not look like much, but you got it where it counts, kid.
Same sound on startup. Oh, let's look at the headlights this time.
Okay, stay sharp. Don't worry. Still all together.
Got him! I got him!
Great, kid! Don't get cocky!
So a lot of the lines go right back to back with the movies when you're on this Han Solo original traditional Star Wars switch, as opposed to the Galaxy's Edge Smuggler Run side. Anyway, this is definitely my favorite Millennium Falcon now, and it's beautifully detailed. I love the weathering that they did on it. Yeah, it's not too much, but it's just enough to make you feel like you've got a real Millennium Falcon. Now let me put the panels back on, and you can see it real quick with the panels.
Now push the one on the far left. Now open the door.
Here she is with all her panels in place. They're really easy to pop in and out too. So it's not like it's a lot of trouble to go from seeing the interior and moving your action figures around the interior to having it fully covered up in its flight phase. Oh, I didn't close the door down here, which is okay too. You could leave it like this, obviously, but I will close that up and then open it so you can hear the sound when you open it and see the lights. Now she's ready for flight. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my $1,500 Millennium Falcon mistakes. Okay, so if you're still with me, let me tell you about the failed attempts at acquiring a 2-foot or larger Millennium Falcon. To start with, I'm a guitar player. Played since high school and played in a band for a while, was lead guitar player for a band. And I always like nice, cool, unique guitars. I mean, everybody appreciates a classic Les Paul or Stratocaster, but I kind of like a little more unique stuff. So I've had a few guitars built for me. And they're amazing instruments. I love playing them. But there was one that I saw online, and I'll put a picture of it here for you to see, and it was a Millennium Falcon 6-string guitar. It was so cool with lights and everything. And so I contacted the builder, a guy named Donnie in England, and he built a bunch of them. I mean, there were videos of people playing his guitars, and you know, he had quite a few happy customers and such. And I thought, oh, this will be great. And so I contacted him and told him what I was looking for and what I wanted. And he was like, oh yeah, I can build that, no problem. It'll take me about a month from the time I get the Millennium Falcon, because he didn't have any that he just kept on hand. And I was like, it's fine, I'm not in any rush. And so I sent him $1,100. And that was for the guitar and for a guitar strap that looked like Chewbacca's bandolier. So it was gonna be really cool. I was really excited about it. And then I didn't hear from him. And come to find out, me and probably a dozen other people lost, I think I was the low end at $1,100. Some people had paid him close to $2,000 to build a bass guitar out of a Millennium Falcon for him, and he disappeared. And so all of us lost our money. He never contacted us, never returned the money, never built the guitars. So that's my first failed attempt at a Millennium Falcon, and cost me a lot of money. The second one was very odd. I had a friend, I suppose, who was really into models. And I mean, this guy has thousands of dollars worth of plastic models, mostly World War II equipment and machines. He had, you know, tanks and ships and airplanes, and he really liked the World War II era stuff. So really good model builder, and he could detail them really nicely, had an airbrush and all the paints and everything. And I've known this guy for 20 years, and he was between jobs and had time, retired from the military. And I said, hey, if I get a Millennium Falcon, one of these Hasbro Millennium Falcons, will you paint it up for me and make it look really nice? And he said, yeah, sure, of course I will. So I bought one of the Millennium Falcons, and I bought it on eBay, and I think it cost me $125 or something like that. It was quite expensive, though I guess it probably was about that much when it was new too. So, you know, it just seemed like a lot for a used toy. But it was in nice shape. It arrived. I'll put pictures of me with that Millennium Falcon here for you to see. And I gave it to him, and I said, here you go. Take your time, do it right. and make it look cool, and, you know, just whatever. If you need other parts for it, let me know. I'll pay for those. So I bought a couple $100 worth of parts, and he put them on and painted it and started working on it. It was looking good. He'd show me, you know, he'd bring the model. We'd have lunch. He'd bring the model and share it with me. And it was looking really good and really nice. And then I got a divorce, and then I married Karis, and he just slowly pulled away and got a new job in Indiana, and he slowly disappeared. He won't still to this day answer emails, phone calls, text messages, nothing. So he ghosted me, and after 23 years, 24 years that I've known him, and took my Millennium Falcon with him. So I don't know if I'll ever see that Millennium Falcon. I'm guessing not. So there's $400 and a friendship down the drain. For reasons that are completely and utterly unknown to me. So anyway, that's how I lost $1,500 on Millennium Falcons, and why I am so happy to have this Millennium Falcon. Thanks for joining me, guys. I always appreciate y'all being here and watching my videos. Hit the thumbs up button if you could. Subscribe down below. Leave a comment. You know, tell me what you'd like to see. I had a comment about this car about 4 or 5 months ago, and somebody wanted me to do a video on my 84 928. So I promise I'm gonna do a video on the 84, and we'll just look at the engine and go for a drive and whatever you want. See the interior, which is not great, but it's okay. And just give you my impressions on that car. If there's anything else you want to see, let me know. Thanks for joining me. Bye.